Alright, Shalom. I want to start by saying, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahushai, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahushai, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahushai, Kahalam La Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kwakudash, and double honor to the apostles and elders, Grand Millstone, and also Shalom to all you brothers out there pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kwakudash, and also to you sisters that believe, I said Shalom. Okay. So I'm back here again with this lesson right here, and this lesson right here is going into um Proverb 3:5. It says, "Trust in Yahweh with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding." Okay, and before I just do that, let me get another quick precept so it can all make sense. It's the book of Jeremiah. It's the book of Jeremiah. Hold up. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, and verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in a man, and maketh flesh his own, and whose heart departed from Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Alright, let's go. Let's jump up to verse 7. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. Alright. So, right now, my son is going through some situation. Okay, I mean that's what Esau is saying. All right, the king, they they say my son was like my son was born too early. He was born too early at 35 weeks. All right, but the time that my son came out, my son was fine. Um, came out early, but he was fine. He was strong. Okay, he could eat. Suck on his mother's breast. Get some milk in him. All right. There was nothing wrong with him. And so today being the seventh day, okay, where he was born, um, he had some issues today because today it was a hot day over here in Australia. It was really hot. All right, so he was laying down on his on the bed, the and I guess the night before that he slept 7 hours straight without getting any type of fluids in him. And in the morning when he woke up, he had a little bit of that, but it wasn't enough because he was born early, so he needs to be consistently eating and having that fluids. So what happened is, I guess it got too hot for him, and also his legs start turning blue. His little forehead start turning blue as well. So we kind of panicked, and we called ambulance. And you know from there we was told what to do, to check on him, what was the issue, and he was responding good. There was nothing wrong with him. He was all good. Like he his breathing was normal. Okay, he's just everything was, there was nothing wrong. He didn't throw out. Just the whole situation, it got us kind of worried, and we don't we didn't know what it was. So I was calling ambulance just to come, for them to come and see, check his blood pressure, check his heart rate and all that. They came and did that. The baby was fine. All right. But being Esau being a wicked, he took sample of his blood and checked it. I guess the blood was alright. And we were told to take the baby to the hospital. So the baby was taken to the hospital. Where they did more testing. They tested his his what is it, his blood. They took sample of his blood, and now Esau starts saying he might be infected, bacteria infected, but we telling him that can't be, Like we don't think that that's bacteria infection on him. We told him what had happened today during that, during that moment, how hard it was for him, But Esau kept saying, that shouldn't happen, like that shouldn't affect the baby being in the heat. I'm like, man, I'm like, you fucking, I got in my head, I'm getting mad because yes, baby died from fucking heat, man. You leave your baby in a car, the baby's gonna fucking die. All right. So to me, the baby in the room at that time, there was pillows around him, surrounding him, pillows and blankets was laying in, you know. I guess it got too hot for the baby, man. All right, it got too hot for the baby, and he didn't have enough fluids. But ran with it. Esau ran with it and said, That nah, that can't be it. Nah, you know." And in my head, I'm like, "So you telling me you can leave a baby in the heat, and the baby wouldn't get affected? The baby will be all right, like, And the way the baby responded back, after we had when his mother had taken lifted him off the bed and took him in his in her arms, and left the room, came into like a cool area. The baby, that whole the blueness that was on his legs, on his feet, and his forehead and arms, it went away straight away, man. It went away straight away, and baby started responding back and all that. But so that's Esau for you, though. He start, they didn't want to agree with us. They went with their own. Then from there, all right, because the baby was born at home, so the baby gets to the hospital, and they start talking about bloody vitamin K, that the baby had to take the vitamin K shot, and the baby has to take the antibacterial, all right, for 2 days. And we like, no, I myself, I said, nah, when my woman told me, I was like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that in my baby. Like, I can wait for I'm gonna wait for the blood test results first, to see if the baby has any type of bacteria growing in him or something like that, because it's gonna be shown in the blood. I can wait for that, but I'm not gonna go right now and do it, because this devil is saying there might be. I don't know what the fuck. There might be, no, I don't know what that means. If there's nothing wrong with the baby, then leave it alone. All right, you don't know, So I was like, nah, you just, you can't go by, they can't go by that, you know, just because that little incident happened today. The baby been here for 7 days, nothing moving, doing, eating, and now it gets really hot, and the baby has a little reaction to the heat. Now, out of nowhere, he needs a vitamin K shot. He needs antibiotics in it, for 2 days straight. He needs all these things just from this little experience the baby had, man. So I said, nah. I tell him now, I said, nah, for real. I told him, look, I believe my baby's good. I stressed at him. I believe my baby's good. I believe God. God is watching over him. Like, like he's fine. And then one of the fucking Moabite doctor was like, nah, you can't say that, this and that. I'm like, well, you don't have to. All right, you don't have to agree with what I'm saying. All right, I know you going by the book, you going by what you have studied. Okay, so you don't have to. But I believe God is watching over my son, because you know, but this was a little incident that happened. But our reaction, calling ambulance, because it's the first time seeing something like that. So we had to make sure everything was fine. You know, but this fucking mobile doctor comes out, says, "Oh, he don't believe, he don't believe in God. He believes in science." And I was like, "Okay, that's good for you. Believe in your science. I'll believe in my power. I believe, I believe, I believe in God. That's that's where my faith is. Okay, my faith is not in science, and I'm not gonna put my trust in your hands, all right, in your fucking hands, to go inject my baby with some shit, all right, that you don't even know what's going on with my baby first. Okay, I can wait for 2 days, give me the result back, and then if there's something wrong, then from there we have a decision to make. Okay, but until then, in my head, thoughts in my head for those 2 days, I'm gonna put up prayers. I'm gonna put up prayers, for Yahweh Shimon Shah to be with my son, and to be, guide him, man, And so that happened, and he went back. Then came another doctor, and we said I kept the same thing, the same words and everything. And then this doctor was like, they did test on his they did a scanning, they did ultrasound on his head. There was like uh, a grade one, which is common to kids who are born early anyway, premature babies. A grade one, I forget what it was, grade one, what was it, because I did research to that, but it said, it's common in kids who are born, who are premature, born early, and then, and that shit, it goes away as the kids develops, all right, so Doctor came back, trying to scare us, being negative, and she was like, I'm afraid I have to do this. I gotta give the baby vitamin K shot, this and that. I'm like, you gotta explain to me what's really going on for you to, come here and say these things. So we asked the question. So you saying the thing you see in the scanning, that grade one thing, does that thing go away on his own? The doctor said yes, it goes away on its own. So and I'm like, okay, if it goes away on its own, all right, then we shouldn't have anything to be worried about. Okay, because I believe it's gonna go away. Okay, that's why I said I believe it's gonna go away. Okay, but you can't, she can't come out and saying, oh, now we gotta give the baby vitamin K shot because the baby got this little, this grade one, I forget the name of it, by his brain, that goes away by itself as the baby develops. You see, without getting any vitamin K shots, or even So, and I was like, look, I can't do it. I can't do the vitamin K shot, but I can do the oral dose. The oral dose vitamin K. Is different from the shot. Okay, I can do that one. All right, and by the time the oral dose kicks in, man, it's gonna go away, right? Can we believe that it's gonna go away? The bitch, nope. Going by the book, Then eventually my woman was like, so if we, ask her, woman to a woman, so if I decide not to take all these things that you guys are offering right now, what can happen? Can I go home? And she was like, oh yes, you have your rights, to, yeah, you can say no and go away. But again, the doctor was like, but again, I have the power to call the child service protection. And we like, what the fuck? So what freedom are you giving? You know what I mean? Like, what freedom are you fucking giving here, man? And while, and that can, and from there we're like, okay, so that's a threat. If we say no, we already seen what you're gonna do. Okay, you can really go. She can really fucking. She got power to write down whatever she want to write down and say it with delusional, crazy, and the baby be taken away by the child service protection. So we're like, oh, okay, so that's a fucking threat then. All right, no, but so from there I was like, man, I stood up. I say, it's like in my head, I got in touch with the one of the brother from Holland, and I was, stay in touch with him just to comfort me, as I was talking to him, he asking questions because I know the brother he got a son as well, so I had to see, what the brother did with his son, and he gave me a few information, and those information helped, and that's what made me take, that's what I had to. It's like the decision I had to make is I went with the oral dose vitamin K in the water to the brother, for providing that information to me, man. Because I didn't, I never knew the oral dose vitamin K existed until the brother gave me that information. So and that was beautiful, man. Having brothers out there, who think same as you, you know. So hey, that's why, and from there, man, seeing the way Esau was talking, the mobile was talking, man, it's they really their words is to get you, man. Their words is to destroy you. Their words is to take you out, okay? Is to take you out. And also they don't care about your faith. They don't care about what you believe in, what your culture is, man. They don't care about that. When it comes to, them destroying you, that don't matter, man. And that's how I seen it. I was like, nah, I see, this is crazy. These people don't give a fuck about what your belief, your culture is, man. They don't. And when you stand up for your faith, though these motherfuckers that can label you that you crazy because you're standing up for your faith, you're standing up for your beliefs, man. I'm telling you straight up, you know. Like I seen it tonight, man. For me putting my trust in the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, okay, these people trying to make us seem like um we're delusional or we're trying to kill our own baby. And in my head, I was like, hey, everything, life and death, it's all in the hands of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. But these people here making themselves God, that's fucking delusional, man. They're delusional, man. And man, to me, and they're fucking witches, man. They're on high level witches. Them doctors are fucking witches, man. I'm telling you, straight up, they believe in fucking science. They pseudoscience. That's the weapon. That's the weapon, man. That's the sword. Okay, that's the motherfucking sword for Esau, man. And he uses at the best of his ability, man. Okay, so that's why I got this precept right here, Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5. Okay, trust in Yahweh Bashim Yashah with all thine heart. And I hate to really stand up and put my trust in Yahweh Bashim Yashah, man. Straight up, I hate to do that. Okay, cause and and let's go to the book of Romans real quick, man. It's the book of Romans chapter 8 and verse 31. What shall we then say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? You see? If Yahweh Hashem shall be for us, then who can, come against us, man? Or who can be against us? You know? So, hey, I had to do that, man. Put my trust in Yahweh Hashem Yashai. And hey, then eventually, man, that was one of the second doctor, the lady, she came back and said, hey, I'm like, she feel, I don't know, I don't know what happened, but the spirit here, how about she shot, walked her out or something, and she came back apologizing, and she's like, the baby can stay here at the hospital. We don't have to do the antibiotics, and we don't have to do the vitamin K shot, but we can do the oral dose, vitamin K for the baby, but the baby has to stay here so we can monitor the baby. And we're like, yes, that's fine with us. We can do that. We can do that until the test that you guys took comes back and see what the test is from then we can go from there. But until then, we don't know. Okay, we don't know. We don't know. What's going on with the baby. But as we told you, the reason why we believe the baby for under the whole category or in our situation is because what? It's because the heat. But they didn't want to believe us. They didn't want to go with what we said. They think they know better than we do because they qualify here and there, So we lied. Okay, cool, but we can wait. All right. And hey, and I'm asking for you brothers out there and sisters out there, man, pray for my son, man, pray for my son, to be healed, if there's any situation that, any complication that there is that we haven't not seen, let Yahweh Shim Yashah, deal with that, man, because most like the scripture says, when you go to the book of let's go to the book of Deuteronomy. Just like here. Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 29. It's like 39, it's like it. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there's no God with me. There's no other gods around, man. These people here, Esau himself, he think is a god. This pseudoscience of his, you know, he thinks that she makes him a god, but no. I kill this Yahweh Shem Yashar, kills. Okay, I make alive. Yahweh Shem Yashar make alive. I wound. Yahweh Shem Yashar wounds. I heal. Yahweh Shem Yashar heals. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So I was like, hey, in my head, I was like, look, man, okay, the scripture says nobody precious being innocent. So hey, I was like, by the end of the day, man, if it wasn't meant to be, this is all Yahweh Shem Shah is ways. Okay, nobody can save out of nobody can try to save somebody if Yahweh Shem Shah has what is it chose them to go through that situation they have to go through. Nobody can take you out of that. No one. No one. Okay? If Yahweh Shem Shah has predestinate you to to go through things, it's gonna happen and nobody can take you out of it, all right? But hey, and he's also the power that can what? Wound you and heal you. You see? So I was like, man, school in my head, I didn't, kept cool. All right, the brother told me to keep cool and don't say, too much. Be wise. So, in my head, I'm like, I know the Most High. In my head, this is a voice inside my head. The spirit. Okay, Yahweh Shem shall do all things, heals, wounds, kills. All right, who the fuck are these people here trying to play God? Okay, and I'm not going to give my child who's normal, who's not going through any shit, but they're making up shit and put my son to them because all this fucking shit they're saying, all these words, man, fucking witch, man. These people are fucking witches. Everything they were saying is to get you, is to scare you. I was like, man, you people are fucking, if I see why people fall for you, because if I was weak, if I was weak, man, in the spirit tonight, I would be my child would have been been getting shot up these these fucking chemicals with all these shit that we don't know where it's coming from, okay, for being scared of their words, man. All right, but I was like, man, I'm gonna put my trust in them with Yahweh Shim Yashar. Okay, that's what I did, man. I'm not gonna put trust in my enemies. No fucking way, man. No way. All right. My parents might have done that, but I'm not gonna do the same mistake my parents made. No fucking way. Hey, the truth is, man, we know who we are as people now. We know how everything works. Yahweh Shem Shah is in control of all things. All right. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in Yahweh Shem Shah with all thine heart and lean not unto their own understanding. And then people doing now. They're doing everything according to their own understanding. Okay, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and that's how if you believe in Yahweh Hashem Yeshua, you have to acknowledge him in your way, in your walk, man, and he should direct thy paths. And my Yahweh Hashem Yeshua be with me with the decision that I made. Let it be of Yahweh Hashem Yeshua paths, let it be a good paths, man. Okay, for my son. Verse 7. Be not wise in thine own eyes, you see. Fear Yahweh and depart from evil. Right? I wasn't trying to be wise within my own eye, you know, making decision. Oh yeah, you go ahead and do that. That's the best thing because what you people. Nah, man. Okay, no. The decision I made, it was all based on trusting Yahweh Shim Hashai, you know. as long as the baby was, everything that the baby, the checked on baby, it was all perfect, perfect, perfect. The only issue is that the baby was born too early, so the baby hasn't fully developed, but his brain is fully developed, man. Okay, he's just small and underweight. That's about it. Small and underweight. That's it. Okay, maybe and lacks few nutritions. Okay, let's go. And and please, you brothers out there, please let me know, if I'm being over righteous. Please let me know. All right, please let me know if I'm being over righteous and being too upright. Because I know there's brothers out there with experience, man. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in a man. All right. You see, cursed be the man that trusteth in a man, and maketh flesh his arm. All right. Whose heart departed from Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. All right. So you don't want to fall under that category, man, where you put your trust in Esau, because Esau got all these, pseudo science equipments, all these things he got going, all these statistics is giving you, okay, all this percentage of, nah, don't fall for that, man. That's so, it's so, man, come on. It's all fake, man. Let's go to the book of Job real quick. This is the book of Job, chapter 13, verse 4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. And we know Esau is the king of lies, man. All right. And physicians of no value. So don't want, you don't want to go by his shit, man, because it's nothing but full of lies, man. There's nothing really, uh, um, there's nothing realistic about his shit. It's all fake, man. Okay, this dude is fake. In another version says, NET says, but you, however, are inventors of lies. All of you are worthless physicians. Okay, right? And then when you go to here in the book of, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 38, verse 4. The Lord have created medicines out of the earth. He that is wise, we know about them. You see? He that is wise and is not going to avoid them. And who has done now? Avoided the medicine that was created by Yahweh Bashim Yashar. Esau has done now. Esau went ahead and created his own fucking medicine using chemicals, mixing chemicals and chemicals, man. Okay, and that's the shit he's trying to give you by force. And when you say no his shit, you are being counted as an enemy, man. You being labeled as crazy. It's bullshit, man. It's fucking it's bullshit. All right, let's go to the book of Isaiah. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 15. Yet truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it pleased him that there was no judgment. All right, you see? When you depart from evil, man, you make yourself a prey. All right, you become, you stand out as the enemy. All right, how about you shot so all these things and it pleases him? Look at how the way the earth is. All right, these motherfuckers is forcing you to do things that that goes against the scriptures that go against Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You see, and when you don't do when you don't do what Esau wants you to do, you become his enemy, man. All right. There's no truth for him upon the earth right now, and we're trying to bring that truth upon our people, upon the elect, should I say? All right. But Esau don't want it because I guess they're losing so much money, man. You know, people are waking up to know that his whole fucking, you know, uh, um, what is it, hospitals or these pharmacies, all it's full of shit, man. It's all based on lies. All right, there's nothing great about it, man. Don't get me wrong. Like some things he do is good for you, but some of the things he do, especially the ones he's trying to force on you, is to destroy you, man. Just know that. All right, this devil can't do nothing right, man. Okay, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 25, and verse 6. In this mountain shall the Lord. It's like, so, no. Isaiah chapter 25, verse 7. And he will destroy in his mountain, okay, the government of Esau, this time with the elite, all right, the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations, all right. And that's Esau, because he has done that, right? He is, you know, lie with nations and lie with a lot of things, and that comes with him lying with what, with medicine, man. Okay, lying with medicine, lying on how things are supposed to be. Okay, all right. This devil has put himself up to be Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and that's what he wants to do. All right. When you tell this devil, look, man, I can go ahead and eat this or feed my kids this and that, and pray for them. This devil says, no, you can't do that. That's not good enough. Well, you see, that's him trying to be Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. All right, for real. And like I said, you brothers let me know, if I'm being over righteous for, telling these devils that I don't want the vitamin K shot, to be shot into my son, man. Let me know if I'm being over righteous, but I had to judge, man. I had to make a judgment and then go by what I seen that my son, went under today. How all things happen is it was from the heat. Okay, it was from the heat, man. If it was what they say it was, then my son, when he woke up this morning, he would have had some type of issues. But no, this happened after he woke up from his nap. Okay, and when it was really hot, and I moved him out of his bassinet and put him on our bed, and now so I guess the bed was with the sheets and all that. It got a little bit even more hot. You see, but they didn't want to listen to us, man. Right? Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 7, it says, blessed is the man that trusts in the Lord, whose hope the Lord is, right? And hey, that's why I had to really put my hope in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. That's in that situation, I was like, I have to do this, man. I gotta put my trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Let Yahweh Bashim Yahushua be my hope, kept praying and praying and praying, man, I had to do that. And I keep praying that, that when a test comes back, let that test be, where it's supposed to be at, and let these heathens be confounded, man. All right, because they really, everybody else in the hospital, the kids is screaming, crying, and you can see the parents is worried. I'm like, man, and then the kids getting injected, I'm like, wow, But I stood up, and all the nurses are like, what's wrong with this guy, And they, some of them are like, wow, he really believes in God, man. Because all the negative shit that was coming from them, and I stood up like that. Some of them, probably questioning themselves right now, man. That God, he really believed in God, man. He believed in his culture. It must be he must believe in his culture, and God like that. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 38, verse 8. Oh, taste and see that Yahweh Bashim Yashah is good. Blessed is the man that trusts in him, man. And that's how it's supposed to be anyway. Trusting Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai have medicine out there for us to use to overcome all these things that we face in our daily lives, man. But sometimes we have to go to Esau, because Esau is the one who got all. He got everything. This is his fucking kingdom, But when brothers can get their hands into the good medicine, hey man, take them and use them. Okay, they're made for us anyway. they meant for us to use, man. All right. Let's get another one. It's the book of, let's go back to Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperate, wicked. It's like, who can know it? I, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, searched the heart. I tried the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doing. So, hey, them doctors really, man, they trust in themselves. They their hearts, is what they trust in. They trust in themselves, man. They trust in fucking science. All right. No, knowing that the real science is what I was trying to go by, but they don't know that, man. And so they think they're so fucking wise because they got the papers, they got all this, went to fucking school for 30 and some years, and they're probably still paying off their debts, you know. But hey, Yahweh Shai has given us all the wisdom, has given us everything that we supposed to know, man. Now, a brother might not know it, but guess what? The next brother is gonna know it. The next brother is gonna give you information that you're looking for, man. Because we are one body, man. All right. Okay, so the heart is deceitful above all things, man, and desperate wicked. So them fucking fuckheads I had to deal with tonight who believed in themselves, who believed their heart. They don't know that, you know. Who can know it, man? But how about Shimon Shah knows all? I, the Lord, searched their heart, you see. I tried their reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doing. And according to the fruits of their doings, they don't believe in how about Shimon Shah. They're going by the book written by A.Y. Esau or the system. They're going by the system because the system is set up to take you down, man. All right, that whole depopulation is why all this shit is being put out in the hospitals, man. Okay, because hey, the vitamin K shot, the way the way it is, man. I don't know, man. It's the way they're trying to fucking put it on your kids, especially boys, man. Especially boys, because when my daughter was born, the doctors didn't force, they wasn't really trying to, force her to take it. And she didn't, we didn't take it. But when my boy was born, they forced on him. Now they're trying to force. I said, nah, no, not today, man, not today. All right, not today. We can wait, okay? We can wait. And how about Shima Shah be with him, be with my son, and strengthen him, man, and give him good health, and so this these these heathens can be confounded, man, and see that Yahweh Shima Shah, okay, is the power of all, man, okay, is the power, of all things, all right. So I'm just gonna, stop here with this lesson, man, but hey, we in our time where we have to trust Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. All right. With all our it's like with all our strength in our heart, we have to trust Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, cause and now, with all these mandates, yabs and all that, man, Easter's gonna come down with our great wrath, man, So, the time to trust Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is now, man. And hopefully this sense was edifying and slack you for, you know, for talking too much, and it's been kind of been a long day, but hey, you know, hopefully this was edifying to you brothers out there and sisters out there. Hey, and just pray for more, pray for more faith and to be strengthened in the spirit, man. Hey, Shalom.